Hey, it's me, Marie, and today I'm going to be doing another journal video. I took a 2-day break and decided not to upload because I had to regroup my thoughts. I was extremely busy and I just felt the need to take a break. And I just want to talk today about why it's so important. I can't talk. I'm always getting on these videos doing it while I'm tired, but I just want to talk a little bit about why it's important to take breaks, why I felt the need to take a break. So, it's very important to take breaks because you get to regroup your thoughts, you get to really meditate and reflect on things, and journaling every day is very beneficial, but there's no rule that says you can't take a break. And um, I think self-improvement overload is a thing that can sometimes happen to some of us who are really obsessed with self-improvement and trying to find ways to better ourselves, and it can become overloading to the point to where we almost want to give up on it altogether. And that's why I felt the need to take a break, because I already had a long enough day as it was. And so to sit and journal about that day and think about it was even more tiring than helpful. And I realized that while it is important to stick to something as best as possible, it's also important to take much needed breaks. So that's what I did. I took a break for 2 days, and today I'm continuing my journaling series where I will be journaling how I feel every day. And again, I encourage you all to do so because it helps you to learn a lot about yourself when you sit down in a quiet environment and start to reflect on your life, reflect on your day, reflect on your emotions, and things of that nature. And when you can sit in a quiet space and do that, you learn a lot about yourself. Sometimes things come out that was tucked deep down inside that needed to come out, and sometimes you find that just reflecting and journaling and thinking about everything helps you to come to terms with it or be at peace with everything. So say you had a bad day and you write about it, you talk about all your grievances, and then you end it out with some words of gratitude towards the things that went right. It will help you to feel settled with what happened, settled with your day, and ready to tackle a new day. So that's what I think journaling helps to achieve. And it's also a way of self improvement, and it's very therapeutic. Um, some even suggest that journaling every day can almost be like having your own little being your own little therapist. So what a therapist do is they give you much needed advice. They listen to you, your story, your traumas. They give you advice. They tell you where you were wrong or where the other person was wrong. They hear you out, all of those things, and they ask you questions and help you to think about everything, reflect on everything, and really come to terms with your emotions and feelings and traumas and things of that nature. Well, that's exactly what that's exactly what journaling does. Is you can use prompts to help you out, or you can just simply start writing about how you feel and getting it out on paper and reading over it to help release those emotions. Now, you might not be able to feel like the paper understands how you feel, but you can read it over and over and begin to understand how you feel. Because a lot of times we feel these emotions, but we don't quite understand them. And the process of journaling helps you to understand yourself, the things that you feel, and so on, and it helps you to get past those things. So yeah, I definitely needed that break, but I'm also glad to be back to journaling every day, and I look forward to growing with you all and to the stories that I have to tell you all. And yeah, this one's going to be a little bit shorter because I had a very long day today as well, and I'm ready to just wind down, get some sleep. I haven't been sleeping the best, so I think it's time that I go to sleep early. And so, yeah. But with that being said, see you in my next video. Bye.